with universities and, things from above. And like, I guess there was a lot of misinformation and there was a lot of like, confusion about what are we allowed in? What are we allowed to do on campus? What limitations are there? How is our work getting marked? And I think that no fault the lecturers, so they couldn't answer some of those questions either, because I feel as though some universities and some faculties just weren't prepared in the right way.
Flanked by his scientific advisers for the Prime Minister on Halloween, there was no dressing up the bad news. 7 months since we entered the first, the Prime Minister announced what he'd repeatedly said he wanted to avoid, a second national lockdown.
We must act now to contain this autumn surge. We're not going back to the full-scale lockdown of March and April. The measures that I've outlined are less prohibitive and less restrictive, but I'm afraid from Thursday, the basic message is the same. Stay at home, protect the NHS, and save lives.
I'm currently working on my final major project, which is all about how creative students have been impacted during the whole pandemic and how we have managed to overcome and produce the content we have been producing whilst being at home.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Cam, also known as Kamaria.
My name is Izzy.
My name is Salima Kabango.
My name is Niraj Team.
So I actually study fashion, communications and styling at De Montfort University, and I'm in my third year right now.
I am a third year student at Birmingham City University studying fashion branding and communication.
I'm a student at Birmingham City University. I'm currently at my final year studying graphic communication.
Basically gonna take you through like my creative journeys this week and just how it is being basically a creative during like COVID and just the whole lockdown thing.
So today mostly consisted of Teams meetings, just discussing some stuff about our grad show and how we can, I guess, move forward with it in the current climate.
And this is actually my setup right now, and it's actually just a lot. My diary hasn't looked this crazy in a while. It's used the oil. But yeah, like I just feel like I got so much stuff. Like
I'm going to be recording myself, showing you my whole process of working as a fashion design student at home during lockdown.
Today I'm gonna create some concept boards for my shoot tomorrow. The reason why I'm starting my day kind of late with uni is because I actually was at work this morning. Oh God, it's just stressful.
As a fashion student, creating all our projects has been very hard in terms of how we had to adjust our learning and our approaches when working on a project, or having not being able to have some equipment, so you're spending more money like to basically create a home working studio in your room.
So here's like an update of everything that's been going on. So yeah, we ended up not doing the shoot because my model wanted to get tested and we just thought it was probably best not to. So yeah, so no shoot today, which is like, it does push quite a lot of things. It pushes quite a lot back, I can't lie. And I guess yeah, it's just crazy how like things can change within like a second or like a day. Like you think things are going to plan, you can be as organized as you can, and something might just come up. So I guess this is the life of being a student within fashion in COVID. I just can't stress, I'm just trying to be chilled. I've just taken a COVID test, so DMU have like the rapid COVID test, so I should get my results within like a couple, 30 minutes. And yeah, and then if it's negative, then I'll be on my way to London.
Throughout this whole lockdown, it has been inspiring watching other creatives and how they have been able to stay motivated and produce content. We can take our time and produce work that we're actually proud of rather than just for the consumers. It's been great to just unwind and go back to the beginning. I think there are challenges that we've all faced, but as a creative going into the industry and also a student as well, it has allowed me to actually understand why I love doing what I do and where my passion actually comes from. Even though we are still worried about what's going to happen next, I guess living in the moment has really helped us out.
If you're a design student, you have to go to London to make it, and which isn't true. There's so many great institutions and studios out there that are doing amazing things, and I thought the pandemic has shown that, you know, you can work, you know, you can work remotely and things can still be really successful. And I think that the pandemic has really broken down those geographical barriers that people might suffer and face when going, you know, we're trying to get to industry after they graduate. So for me, I did an internship in January for a studio called Common Curiosity. So the way they operate is just two people, and they work with massive clients, and one's based in Birmingham and the other's based in London. But they always work online and just always having video calls, even before the pandemic, and they made some beautiful outcomes and really strong work. And I think that I was able to get on board with that, and from the comfort of my own home, and you know, and being able to just work on briefs with them and learn so much just communicating via video call.